I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
Alright, so you done broke down a few main factors in your life. You being in the burbs and in the low end, you being around Duck, you knowing a thing or two about medical, and you being in Indiana.
Yeah.
And you broke down a lot of things. But throughout your lifetime, I want to say, what would you say is your main highlight?
I feel like my main highlight is becoming a mother. Really. I feel like God gave me that window to be someone's mother. Like, I'm important and I have to do what I have to do for my children. Like, that doesn't mean, like, I feel like a lot of movies I used to watch as a kid growing up, mothers that have to, like, get their dreams and be mamas. Like, and then they'll be bitter because they couldn't be what they wanted to be. And then they see their kids be all what they was, and all like blah blah shit. Me, nah, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm like Reba. If you ever saw that show Reba, yeah, I'm like her. I'm not gonna stop. I got kids and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor, baby. And the things that I got in me, I feel like everybody need to know it. My kids encourage me to go on here and do me. And that was the bonus of being who I am. God blessed me with kids. Like, that's really the highlight. And just...
Christian or Muslim?
I wouldn't say either or. Like, I feel like I'm just a believer of God. I'm a child of God. Like, I feel like I'm of Egyptian descent. Like Moses and them, King Tut, Hatshepsut, Cleopatra. Like, I believe in something else. Like, that was the beginning before Christ. And then when Christ came, it was like, oh my God, God is real. That's me. That's what I think. And I feel like the world has made things so black and white where don't nobody know what is what anymore. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it do. Well, as long as you know your faith and everything.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like too. It's like what you believe in. Like, I'm in church right now. God is my temple. Like, He in my heart. My faith is strong. I know I'm a child of God. Like, I know that I'm a sinner too.
He's probably gonna sin again.
Yeah. But ain't no sinner, no saint.
I ain't lie.
But am I a saint because I'm a sinner? Because I repent. I love Him. I'll tell God, I'll be like, God, look, I'm sorry, You right there listening to my ass too. Like, I don't know.
Well, how many kids you got?
I have 4.
Lucky number 4. Yeah. It ain't many with 4. It ain't many women out here for children, but
man, it's some out with more than me, and I just be like, I remember, I ain't gonna lie, no shade. I used to want the Brady Bunch too, but then I realized that wasn't all her kids, and them were all his. Them was his sons and her daughters. They came together and had 6 children. And Jan didn't even. You see all the beams again? Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan. She didn't even like her sister. It wasn't even real. Was they? Like, I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure you also learned the responsibilities of being a mother as well.
Yes, and that's the part. Like, you have another person out here. Not only that look like you, and then you find yourself saying the same thing your mama and daddy was saying to your kids. Because of your kids. They're not just people. They're your kids. You ain't gonna play about your kids. I don't know how anybody else feel about their children, but you're not gonna play about your kids.
Then with that being said, what's the message that you would like for every one of your kids to know for the rest of their life as they grow? There's one thing that they could take from their mother. What's the one thing that they should be able to take?
Keep doing them. I love them. Because I see me in them. I see their daddies in them too. But I see the individuality, the personality. Like, yeah. Like, if anybody got a kid, or having a kid on the way, you need to look at your kid like, that's me. I'm going to boost them up to the highest. And you have to raise them right. You know? Don't play with your kid because you're not your kid's friend. Because a lot of kids, that's... Like, my mom and them say, I ain't your friend. That's true. Kids will play with you like you their friend. I ain't your friend, mama. And your daddy. Clock it.
Oh, and boys and girls?
Okay. Best of both worlds. 2 girls, 2 boys.
What's something you learned while being a parent from your kids, though?
I learned that, kids are very innocent. So anything that happens to them or around them, they soak it in. They parrots. They mimic what you do. So you have to, like a role model. Be their role model. Be somebody they can look up to. Be like, I want to be just like my daddy. I want to be just like that mama. Whatever. Boy or girl. If your son look up to you as mama, or because you know how you look up to his mama, I'm going to do mama. Every woman that come in my life, I treat her right because I love my mama. I wouldn't let nobody play with my mama, so I ain't going to let nobody play with the woman of my life like my mama. That's how he going to love his woman, like he love his mama. Same thing with a girl. A daddy going to show his daughter how a woman's supposed to be loved. He going to show her what a man's supposed to do. All she going to see in her life growing up is her daddy. That's the first man she fall in love with. No sick shit, like, But as a man, she gonna be like, oh yeah, I need a nigga just like my daddy. A man just like my daddy. A guy just like my daddy. Whatever she says. Because I'm talking in dialogue. Whatever.
And was that what it was with you?
Yeah. I had my father growing up, for sure.
And I'm assuming every one of your children have theirs?
Yeah. I can say that for sure. Us not being together, us together, but real talk, I feel like as a man, you're going to be in your child's life. That's your child. Why would you want your child to go up fatherless? Why? Not saying nothing against the mama, but it's important for that father to be there.
So I take it you're not one to want your flowers for Father's Day.
No, not at all. But I feel like, I'll be teed up on Father's Day too. Because I got my daddy in my life. He's still active father.
Well, I said that.
And grandfather. He loves his grandkids. Like, the fuck.
I said that because nowadays, in today's generation, today's society, we sometimes see it's mothers out here who celebrate Mother's Day and expect a happy Father's Day as well.
And I feel like that's because it's them fathers that's absent in this generation. A lot of men, young guys, didn't grow up with their dads. They don't know what it means to be a daddy. Some of them take that, them the 1%ers or the 2. I say, they be like, I ain't have my daddy, I'm gonna be in my kid's life. Fuck. And then there's the other ones. And that's a whole nother percentage that I don't like getting into because I'm not good at math. But I can say that only because I have my daddy. And I know because he's a statistic. He didn't have his father. So he said, because I didn't have my daddy, I'm going to be in my kids. Like, duh. That's only right. I'm going to give him what was wrong with me. What was missing from me. A dad. And that's facts. No matter what, I got my daddy.
I hear you. So, alright. Oh, any final remarks about your kids?
I just love them so much, and I just want them to be them. And y'all be seeing them coming soon, because kids on the TikTok. You know, that's what kids into.
Alright. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. Growing up from 39th and Lake Park to 63rd and the suburbs, right? Am I accurate?
You said growing up from 39th and what?
39th to 63rd and the suburbs.
Yeah. Now, so first it was the low end. Then I went to the suburbs.
Then the burbs.
Then I came back when I left, because when I left the suburbs, I went to Washington. Then I came back on the low end with my mom.
Wait, Washington, like Washington,
State.
Chicago, or out of
I
state?
left out of state, because like I said, I was going through some shit with my parents. So I had to leave with my dad.
All right.
Came back to my mom on the low end. She was still on the low end.
So which one would you say was better as far as growing up living in Washington or Chicago?
Washington. Thanks. I should have never left. Thanks.
So what stopped you from going back now?
I ain't gonna lie, it's expensive, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you got money living in Washington. You feel me? And I ain't too big on moving back in on my dad. Like, if I go back, I'm moving on my pops. Like, facts. And I ain't even afraid to say that. Like, that I still got my dad in my life. So,
That's understandable.
and the only way I'm going back if I get that check. I'm gone on phone now. You can, it's merch.
All right. Now, growing up in Chicago. As a matter of fact, run that back. What years were you living in Washington?
So I moved to Washington when I was in the 3rd grade, fourth grade.
What year was it?
3rd grade. Ooh. That was like 2000 something. Cause I'm a U2K baby, millennial. I was the B2K in there. I was 3rd grade when I left Chicago. And I was going to the 4th grade. So when I got to Washington, I was 4th grade.
Okay. What year did you leave Washington?
4th grade was like 2005, 2004. Cause you know I'm a 94 baby, so I'm an even number. Like I'm right there. So it was like 2004, 2005. You feel me? Cause it's like every year I go into the next year, that's the year I'm in, like type shit. Like 2006, I was a 6th grader going into 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Feel me?
What year did you leave?
I left freshman year.
In high school.
That's when my daddy moved us to the Burbs when we left Seattle. I was mad as fuck at him. Cause why would you leave? We don't know shit about that. He told me some video education. I'm like, okay, true, cause he had me there, cause it was right, cause it was a good school. It was a real good school.
And what year was it?
It was 2009, 6. No, 2010, 2010 gonna be.
Okay.
Cause when I came back to Chicago, 10.
And
I came back in the middle of the year of 9th grade year. Cause I was gonna be a 10th grader. Like that's how my years go. Cause I graduated 2013. That was my senior year. You know?
And would you say you're from Chicago or Washington?
I'm from Chicago now. I've been back 12 years. 12 years. I've been back almost 13. Counting high school years, but since 2010. I've been back almost 15
Okay.
years.
So you go always represent Chicago, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I was born here. I have no choice. Like I'm not a 6th guy, but I was born there too. 206. The 206 gave me stamina. I'm gonna say that because it's so many different people there that you could think of, all types of nationalities. So I had to make myself be known. Like fuck.
Okay. Then let's take it down to 20. No. You came back to the burbs in 2010.
No, I was 2010. That's when I came back to my mama. When I was in the burbs with my dad, that was like early 2000s.
Oh, never mind then.
So that's why I say I had a lot of shit going on in my childhood. I'm a 90s baby.
Okay.
I gotta take it.
And
my dad was my daddy. He was my primary parent. You feel me?
Okay.
I had some shit going on my youth years, my grammar school years. You feel me? When I came back high school years, when I was on my OG.
Okay.
I was in the rap.
So, in what year did you get locked in? Did you move to 63rd?